If you store it in a vacuum desiccator, then it will be stable. Otherwise, it won't be stable also. So, doing the research work, not carrying out the lab work alone, not a matter. You should have the proper observation notebook and the proper mindset should be there. Yes, what I am doing, I should give all the information. The other person should be able to reproduce it, and it should be reliable. So, why the Western people think that sometime you could have seen the publication from the West publish in a even higher impact factor than what we publish, because they trust or rely on those results. Because they have the reproducibility value give, and you should give that I have prepared this material not only one time, prepared for 5 batches, and it is showing the reproducibility almost equal. Then it gives the confidence to the readers. When they see the India or China paper, okay, they are published, okay, we cannot rely on, like that some people have. But our people also doing very excellent result, but they have the wrong mind perception that we can able to change by giving proper results. Also, giving the calculation data is also, we are giving island like that, XRD separate, TEM separate, and the XP separate. We should combine. Why we are doing this? From XRD I understood the crystal phase, from XRD data, from TEM SAD pattern also we can able to combine, should give it. That type of interpretation we should do it. This technology, mobile, we get a lot of internet, we have a lot of good information is there. Unfortunately, we are not utilizing. We are using it for talking to our people, our friends, our family, chatting, but a lot of YouTube videos also about your particular subject, how to interpret the TEM with the XRD. Very good lectures are available, but we are not listening. Okay, many good informations are available. What are the many pitfalls, what do's and don'ts, everything is available in the online also, you can able to do it. So, it's my humble request is, please put an effort before doing the work. What is the literature work, what is the gap, and what is my intention or my idea to work on this problem, like that hypothesis, and then do the systematic research work. Before starting the work, you should expect like publication level. So what all the things I have to do it. Once after preparing the material, then sir, do you have the TM to do it, and then going for XPS for in our lab? Not like that. In the beginning itself, I am going to prepare this material in order to ensure that particle size I can do it either TEM or particle size analyzer I can able to do it. All those knowledge you should gain. Then only we can do it. Why our people takes even more than a year to publish a paper? Because after preparation only they will think about ESXRD, then FTIR, then XPS like that. No, in the beginning itself, you can put a request somewhere else, then you can get it. By this way, we can able to very good research. Our Indians having good IQs and commitments, but many times we have the letharginess. Okay, let it be, we can do it later. And the most important thing, calibration of the equipment is not there in India. When a gas chromatograph I said, we used to calibrate daily basis using standard hydrogen gas. So if you don't calibrate, we cannot trust the results, right? So we should have the calibration of the equipment and then facilities as well. So calibration should be also given in the experimental condition. Yes, this guy is given, and some result also we can give it in the supporting information. We have calibrated the equipment, this is the thing. So we are putting a lot of effort to do the research work, but we miss some of the important information near the calibration and reproducibility. How many times? Some of the experiment we do it with 3 times and give the average result, that gives the very effective or confidence to the readers and then the experts as well. So we need to understand all these things. We should go for before going for publication. That can keep us in the top. Our people do very wonderful research, they are in abroad. Once coming back to India, they take it easy for giving various reasons. So we have to be committed. We are very good in doing research work, but in a well-aligned way and a systematic way, if you do it, we can achieve more and towards the technology transfer as well. So with this, I like to stop here for this first session. If you have any questions I want to answer, then we can go for the second session. In the subject or anything related to what I said. Doubts? Students students, మీకు తెలుగులో అడగాలంటే కూడా అడగండి. I try to explain if I understand clearly. Research scholars, students or faculty members. If there is no question, means two reasons possible, as we know. One is fully understood or not understood at all. Both are possible. Okay, even you have some doubt or just small clarification also, you can ask me. I can tell you best. Please, sir.
You told that, sir, research scholars use exactly the week, sir. We go through the article and we get a plan and we change our material and we will look for result.
Yes.
But what, I mean, my friend, what we discuss among our research, first we do this and we can expect the results. From that we can interpret the things. So we have that mindset. Is it good or bad, sir?
So to my experience, that is not correct. From the beginning itself, that's what my second part of the lecture I am going to say. From the beginning itself, we should have everything. Writing part also we have to think about in the beginning itself. Okay, while starting the work itself, we should have the complete mind. We have to complete mind. For example, so I have to go to airport, Vijayawada airport. So I should pass through the Benz circle and etc. I have to go. I should see that I have to travel to, for example, Kadapa means via flight. I should say that I should go to airport and then I have to travel like that. I should think I have to go to Kadapa. I can go in a different way. I can either go by train or I can by bus or by air. 3 are possible. I should decide what I have to go. If you don't decide in the beginning, like I have to go to Kadapa like that, you say I want to prepare that material is a Kadapa only. It is not about which way you want to go, one of the 3 ways. So that we have to select that methodology. Why I have to select that methodology also, it should be very clear. In the introduction part, last paragraph, we will give the what is the hypothesis and what we are expecting the results as well. That should be clearly given. In many papers, it is not there. Okay, because of the result, quality of the result, it is published. We should give the very clearly. It is already mentioned that as we said for our work, already the tungsten dioxide is a new material. Bismuth sulfate is not the new material. It is published separately in different places. We integrated this material, especially interface engineering is important. The technique is we have achieved in a good results for hydrogen production like that. That idea is important. That should be clearly understandable by the readers. Okay, that is a second part. First part, why I am doing, if you write down, it is easy. And most importantly, we think that we have to write completely in the sentences paragraph. It's impossible to write in the beginning. It's better to write down a small points. So what I do in my mobile phone also, I have the notepad. Sometimes I get the idea, some important points, immediately I note down. Sometimes important points we think that we can note down after reaching the lab or the office. We forget it easily because of distracting the other work. We think that we got some good idea but we never get it back. Immediately we have to write down. Or I used to keep sometimes the small papers in the pocket with the staple, immediately note down that point. By that way we can, important points can be noted down, points can be sentences, sentence can be in a paragraph and it can give the very good shape. Our people, we always want the final, we see the final one is a published one, complete article. Like that I want to write, it is very difficult. It is better to, in the beginning of a preparation itself, the material is planned, why I have to do it, what I am expecting. Why we say that what we are expecting, why I showed the second figure is photoelement spectra and photoelement spectra as well as we are given the EAS also. So my material is what I planned is this material should have this particular morphology because of this condition. It should have the composite should have a better charge separation efficiency. How to check it? By using PL and ES. I have to send it. Otherwise, after that we would see the literature. That is the traditional way we did it. For me also taught like that during my PhD. With the later years, I experienced in the abroad and own realization and understood that, and many scientists also suggest that it should in the beginning itself you have to plan. What is the material I am going to prepare, what are the conditions you want to prepare, everything you have to write down. After that, like a robo, you feed that, the robo should work, like that you have to prepare in the beginning. And why also we are missing that timing, not preparing that, we feel that For example, we are in the lab in the morning 9 o'clock, some power cut is happening at 9. Today only when I start the experiment, only daily power cut is there like that. Why we feel like that? Power cut is very common in India. We cannot expect excellent power because our country condition is like that. So since we did not prepare, okay, let's go for tea to the canteen. There 1 hour is gone, 11:30, then okay, we prepare afternoon. Why that mindset is coming? Because we did not plan the work very well. If you prepared well, even God will help you only for the prepared mind. Power cut won't happen. Even 10 minutes, instead of 1 hour, 10 minutes it may be completed. You can start at least by, instead of 9:30 you can start the experiment if you planned very well. If you planned very well also, okay, if current is not there, we can wash our glasswares. We can prepare ourselves for the next one or clean our tables. That is not required current, at least one light may be there, we can clean it. So many ways to do the work. We always find that some pitfalls does not have this facility or that. So it is important to know, you have to plan everything. If some of the steps it is not possible today, due to power cut or other reason, that can be postponed tomorrow. What else we can do it? You have to make into smaller pieces your entire work. So this part what I can do it. So for example, you have prepared the material and you want to go for next step for activity. So after preparing material, you have this some time. So today power cut is there, you have the laptop, battery is there, you can sit in the corridor, you can type it, your points, how you have prepared the material. Do you understand? And some experimental condition you can write it down. So you can save the time, it will give you, energize you. Instead, if you don't plan completely, there may be something, or it won't come the results also, because somewhere some mistake is there. So my time is wasted. No, it won't waste. This practice will help you to get it tuned very well. If my material is not working, why it is not working? That I can able to find it in other ways. Whether I did a mistake during the preparation, whether I did the experiment correctly, or the product is not, we are not getting. That we can also do it. So it is important to have the complete plan in the beginning and make the various stages, and you can also give it like the examination timetable, how they are giving the Monday paper 1, Tuesday paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, like that. You plan the complete experiment, this particularly this experiment like that, and then execute. That will give the very good for the research work, lab work, and also highly helpful for writing your paper. Research paper or thesis, whatever you want to write the report, it will be very highly helpful, because otherwise some people have the very good talent for doing the research work, they don't write the paper at all because scared of writing. Okay, so complete planning and then starting the writing your paper, it will be highly helpful. In the long run you will be very good scientist, because in all the stages you are doing. Okay, thank you. So anything more? Yes, please.
Complete the band gap context part and balance part in XPS.
Correct.
Is there any other?
So this is the suitable method. See, valence band, XPS valence band spectra is suitable for valence band calculation. From the band gap and then subtracting this valence band level, you can get the conduction band positions also. This is the only method we are using.
I saw some notation for Photocatalytic condition.
Yes.
We can electronegativity. So
Yes.
that method to use calculate the band gap.
No. Electronegativity is different and band gap calculation is different. Electronegativity is different. Okay, band gap is different.
Band, not the band gap. So
Band potential.
Yeah.
Yes, so the electron or hole coming from that band potential only suitable for some of the oxidation reduction reaction. Not all the electron or hole from that particular different energy level, it doesn't have the potential for oxidation or reduction reaction. So we can use it. Electronegativity is different, but for band gap, band potential calculation is suitable for XPS only. Okay?
So this guy working on solar cell.
Yes.
So we have mentioned the conduction and valence band values in y-axis in energy.
Yes.
Here it's a potential versus image. What's the difference?
normal hydrogen electrode. So, and also we have to give, whenever give, yes, I also forgot to say important point, you reminded me. For photocatalytic application, when we say the band potential, valence band potential or conduction band potential, we have to give with respect to the pH. Either pH 0, 7, 10 or 14 it will be there. Commonly these four it is reported. See, same material, the conduction band potential with the pH 0, one value will be there. If you calculate in the 7 or 10, it will be different. Okay, so if you don't give the value, how I can take it? Whether you are calculated in the 7 or 0 or 14 like that. So it must be given that pH value. Normal hydrogen electrode, mostly it is the pH 0. They calculate it. That's like electrochemical analysis, more towards electrochemistry. That. But anyway, anybody can understand, even science or arts or engineering people can catch it. That's very important parameter. It's a very good question. Okay. Oh, right, thank you very much. Anything else from this side? Okay. So, can I go to the next part 2? Right. So, I am sure the second part must be understandable to who are they. So, everybody identify A.R. Rahman quickly. Okay, next. Okay, next. Some more people are there. Yeah, time already. So you can see what we said, that a popular artist we are given. So before going to the topic, what made me to share this topic to you? Like you, I have participated in several conferences or workshops during my PhD or my postdoctoral level one also. I could see some people done excellent work and a very good publication. They did it very nicely, and I do want to do such kind of research work, how they can able to publish their research work. But they say that we did like that. How to say we did like that? It is possible to publish. It's not possible to do like that. There should be some procedure to learn. If you see that in our how do you learn that alphabets in English or in other languages as well? Some teacher taught us how to write this, how to have these words and then grammar, etc. So by that way we can able to do it in a correct way. So for scientific writing, what happens, I think the same case to the most of the research scholars or the faculty members. We learn from our seniors or learning from our own how it is interpreted. Like that we also try to write. I repeat, we read the literature, how they are presented. Similar way we like to present our research work, but without having the proper classes or learning things. By that way, sometimes people can understand, they do, very few people in the worldwide, not only in India, but many times it is giving what is required from article is missing. So, how to write the research article, how to write the research paper, how to write the, how to give the graphical presentation, this is mostly missing. So, I used to, in many conferences also, I had an interaction with the people and it bombarded me. So can we able to get some systematic way how to prepare the article? What are the few important points we should think before writing the article? All these things it has given me to go through some of the literature, some journal publication, some of the videos. So by that way I given a short talk here today. So we know this popular artist. Okay, we know, everybody knows about A.R. Rahman and then Lata Mangeshkar. There are differences there. Of course, A.R. Rahman is able to sing also, but Lata Mangeshkar doesn't have the music director talent. So everybody having unique talent. Why we say popular? They achieved uniquely. They have the unique talent. He's a dancer and then a singer, and you can see the musician, and he is a Hussein for the artist. and A-Rahman and other flute also we know that. The thing is, he has done extraordinarily very well in that particular topic. That's why we said that popular people. And these people also done very good reach with the people, the performance wise. So these are different type of, this is one way we say. Another one is there is a different type of communication. Okay, singing is one kind of communication, dancing is another communication, and keyboard or other things are another communication. So many different communications are possible. So what you are writing a research paper is another kind of communication. It is we are trying to link with that. So you can see that we have so many communication tools are there, like email, WhatsApp, and many other, Twitter. All these things you know very well. So these things, it will be helpful for you to for easy communication from one to other with the instantaneously it is giving. So these communication device made us very convenient for day-to-day activities. Coming to this picture for a PhD student. So in the beginning we asked a PhD student, so can you write, we asked them to write a daily report. What you have done today? In the lab or literature you studied, or you attended a conference or seminar, you please write. Yes sir, I can able to do it very excellent, like that he says. In English you have to write, we said. Right? No issues at all, I can do, I have written my master's examination very well, I am a topper in the class, I can able to do it. When we ask him, yes, he is having very much confident, what he has done the work from particular day, he go like this in front of the machine, yes I can do it, later I can do it, the closer I can able to do it, and later he said that still I can unable to get it how to write it. Do you understand? The candidate, he can able to talk, we can do it like this FM radio, right? They talk like anything, continuously for longer time also they talk, FM radio. Okay, like that we can speak, but while writing in the paper or in a type, then they will be afraid. For research, it doesn't work out. Doing a lab work is how important is same is important. Like two sides are the same coin. Like 1 rupee coin, if you see, one side is 1 rupee, other side we have our logo. Okay, both then only will be valid. Doing research work is 50%. Communicating the research articles another 50%, both only will make you the complete. You do the research work excellently but not publishing, but nobody knows what you have done, then there is no use. You cannot say that after getting, in Indian also somebody claimed that quantum dots I work like that, they are preparing a report to the Nobel Swedish agency to claim that he has published like that. But he has published, but Indian government did not nominate him. Okay, they need a proof. Okay, like that, whenever we are working, we have to publish, then only we can have the proof. We don't say that I did the work, I know very well. You know very well. You have to bring into the scientific community, then only it is possible. So in the communication like this, when you are communicating, it is having various importance are there. When a person is reading, one type of understanding is there. When I tell you about the material or a concept, you can understand some level. So after hearing also, if you read a book, you can understand still better also. So it is not the same level. When you read, one type of understanding, when I explain you, it's another kind of understanding. Doing the both, it can give even more clarity on the topic. So the communication, it plays a very important role, and we say that in the communication also, communicating to a single person is different, communicating to a audience, many students or the audience is different, because the attention, it varies from one to other. By getting the feedback, a person can improve his communication level. So why I am talking about, I am not from the communication department, journalism and communication. Of course, this communication is important. There are 3 different type of communication, like verbal, non-verbal and visual communication. In verbal communication, oral communication written, that is most important for our research work. And non-verbal also we know. What is this? This photo shows that in Indian way of saluting the person or wishing the people. Okay. So by this way, without no communication either, by this way, it's a namaste. Like that is anybody can understand. That's a simple way of communication. And the visual communications are there. I think all of us, we know that in the road we can see different kind of symbols, it can give the communication. So we can communicate very rapidly. This is not necessary for anybody in India or world, they can understand the arrow mark. It is there is no language barriers. So like that, this we have to bring into our research work also, while explaining our concept, our results. We must use the visual communication. Visual communication, nothing but our graphs, schematic diagrams are our visual communication. So in the verbal communication, we said that oral and written, it is useful for various parts. One is to give the hypothesis and giving the research proposal, and many other part, writing your laboratory notebook, writing your report, writing your thesis, and viva's presentation or oral presentation, conference presentation, everything it covers under either oral or written or verbal or written communication. And visual communication is important, like figures, tables, how we are presenting. So if you see some of the journal publication, it is very excellent really. In American Chemical Society or Wiley journals, if you see that, the schematic diagram is so lively, the colors they select, where they select these colors, so that it is more pleasing to our eyes. In some places, it is very horrible to see some of the publication, the colors it's not matching, it is giving a very difficult to read also. So whenever somebody is reading your literature, whenever listening to your talk also, it should be pleasing to the person, then only they can able to concentrate. Right. And then what I want to say, one important thing is, you want to thinking about the writing is matter of attitude is very important. You should have a good attitude about the scientific writing. As I said, you should write whenever you are doing the research work, not only that, you should write and communicate very effectively. So you have to spend a lot of time for reading, and if you publish, then only it is known to the scientific community. If you don't publish it, nobody knows about your result. Maybe your neighboring lab may be knowing, so you must publish it. What they say that if you have not written it, nobody, it's almost you have not done it. So once you are doing the research work, you should be able to publish it. And many people, they doesn't like 99% of the scientists the worldwide, they agree that it is important, writing is important part, but more than 90% they are not interested to write because they doesn't know how to write. Only less than 5% they have the formal training. So when we want to drive a car or a bike, of course we are learning with our friends or family people, but we take a license. Okay, like that we should have the proper training to write the research article also. So that is worldwide is less than 5% only, and most importantly, most of the scientists are not English people. Like us in India, ours is not a first language, is not English. In China and many other European countries also, they study in their own language. So English is like a second or foreign language only. So it is not an issue, but you should understand that whatever you are doing, it should be understandable by everybody. And first what I said is, if you did not publish the work, no, it is not, almost you are not done anything. Yes, now you have published the work, nobody cites or nobody read it, that's also no use. That means the way you are preparing the article, you must keep it in mind that anybody who is reading the article, he should be able to understand from it, take some message from my paper. I must give very clearly that information like that. Attitude should be there. And then important thing is the research article, to get the successful research article, you must have at least 3 important things. One is defensible, second is robust, third one is explainable. Yes, we said some points in the first lecture itself. See, when you are doing the research work, what is the purpose of this work? It should be clearly, it should be there. That's why I said in the beginning itself, you should have in the mind. And then the experimental methodology should be written clearly, then only one will feel it's comfortable. And then it should be also precisely should be given that values. Like wash it with water, it doesn't mean how much volume you have used, how many times you have washed, don't know. Okay, so you must give that very clearly, that information. And then it should be robust, means accurate informations are there, statistical. One time you may do, you may get it, second time you don't get means why you did not get it, how to control the parameters. Okay, sometime in winter and summer we will have in some countries huge difference. For us summer it may be like 40 plus, even room temperature also 30 plus will be there. So that reaction will be different. In the winter it may be 20 plus, the reaction may be different. We may not mention a room temperature. Room temperature, that is what is the temperature you should mention. And then it should be explainable. It should be understandable to almost all the people reading this paper. So by this way, one should able to understand in the beginning. If you don't understand anything, nobody will listen to this. Okay, and two attitude. This is very important to say that. First attitude is a person did a systematic way like you do, and then he is explaining in a way that one should be able to understand, he should be able to execute the work in that way, then they are getting explaining in a very nice way of a result. What we said that I have been just a part of an adventure of a discovery in science, and I have found something that I want to share with you, the reader. Okay, so what we did, the excellent work, it should be able to understandable, and it should be able to reproduce also, like that one attitude. And the other attitude is very common, not only in India, worldwide. I did some experiment. It is, I left it to you. You understand, you will interpret on your own. Like that attitude is there. And if possible, you reproduce it also, like that it is. And in some publication, if you see, it's very sad to say, I'm not cursing somebody or targeting somebody. See, the editor in the right hand side putting a torch light. When we use a torch, when you are unable to see, that's why you put a torch. Like that, a microscope is there because it's very small, not to see the material. In the publication, it's so small, it is written, or the labeling. That's why through microscope only I can able to read. That's why his editor is bothering about it. So we should give that, keep it in mind that at least first, then we can able to improve. So the figures, all those things, it is meant for reading to. Many people think that this is I'm doing for my PhD or my promotion or my other reason I'm publishing just for my name and fame, like that. No, you are doing a research work for the scientific world, not for you. After what you gained, it should be in the scientific community so that everyone can able to understand, they can able to do it. That attitude is very important. Otherwise, the scientific community cannot catch it. So many times the second is predominating. We should bring down in a many lower level, and the understanding it should come up. That's very important. So what is your goal while writing your research article is, I have to write a research paper, it should be readable, understandable by the audience. And as I said, even Shankar, whatever you do the work, you have to get the published right. My senior says, you don't worry, don't give more details, then they will find a fault on you, they will try to reproduce you. Don't give it like that. That's wrong. We should give the detailed information about it. And how it should be, from the title to the end, it should be interesting. It should be, you should attract, means it's not with the colors or the Shakespeare's kind of words, not necessary. If you write it clearly in the mindset, it should be attractive, it should be interesting from the first word to last word. You keep it in mind and then writing, you can do it. For example, you want to wake up for your job daily basis at 6 o'clock, you won't wake up so easily. Your best friend or your relative is coming, then even 5 o'clock without alarm also you wake up and you go and pick up those people. How it is possible? That is your interest. Yes, you feel that it's an enjoying experience. Like that, you should have that love with your subject, then only you can able to do it, and the commitment. And please note that another important point is there. Is there any format is there I can copy? Is there any template is there I can copy, I can do it? No template is available, necessary. What you have to do while writing a research article, you should keep it 3 points. It should be precise, it should be clear, and it must be brief one. Okay, then that publication will be very good. Many times we feel that a person is publishing from America, that's why so many citations. No. Even America also poor citations are there because it's not clear, understandable to the audience. if you keep it in mind, I must prepare the article with the precise information. I should give the clarity. Don't worry about your language. Whatever the language you know, please write it down in a points, and then you should write in a short way, not in a Mahabharatam like very big 100 pages. Nobody can have the time to read. You must write it in a brief way. How you can write in a brief way? You have to understand. You have to process in your mind. How I can, with a few sentences I can explain like that. And any style is, there is no style at all. You should have your own style. You know that your cinema stars. So everybody is, Amitabh Bachchan is one way, Rajinikanth in another style. Rajinikanth what he is having, just because of style he is doing. Nobody can't reproduce like him, and different stars are there. Because of that, no, you have your own style, but within that it should fit all these three: precise, clear, and brief. That is very important. So most of the publications from the non-English speaking countries only, so that what you are writing, what is you have the problem, same problem is faced by many people around the world also. So in order to have the good research work, again we make a three important point, that is planning the work. That's what one of the participants asked. Planning the work in the beginning is very important. At the planning time itself, what all the characteristics I have to do, what I am going to explain like that, please note a point. Second is doing the research work. Third one is a writing part, right? That like a report writing or publication like that, so that it is important. So I understand it's already close to the lunch time. I try to finish it within 5 minutes. Okay. So you have to understand that these three parts are very important. In this also, we can have many good and bad experiences are there, because in the beginning itself you plan very well. Even some of the equipment we can put a advanced reservation also. I can complete this task by end of this November, so that last week of this November or first week I will book for TEM like that, or other facilities. So you have to think about it. You can also take the important points. First, what all the total work is there, make it to the smaller pieces and make it a list and do it. Whenever you are doing the research work, please note down in a small paper in notebook or your mobile phone. You have any other way, mode is there, please note down each and every points. So from this, what I am going to convey like that. So if you think that I want to explain about XRD, you cannot write one moment, right? Now and then a small point, and then do it very clearly. And then hypothesis plays an important role. That is the key for your research work. Many people, we are not going with hypothesis. We copy from some paper, we change a small part of it and we go for it. That's wrong. Hypothesis is how we are doing the research work, how my work is going to be different from the other work that I am going to say. By this way, you can save time and money. Otherwise, same material or similar level, somebody has published from China. Then what you are going to publish? Or somebody may be from the India or other country, they may publish. You cannot stop them. You don't know how. So you should have the unique way of understanding and doing the things with a clear focus is important. And then, see, whenever starting your paper, you should write it. We have written many smaller bulleted points we have to write down. From that paper only we are starting. And then many times we are gathering the information, as we said, because we feel it's less interesting or it's like a punishment. Whenever we get the phone call, we'll run away. Get the message, it's important, run away. Somebody calling for tea, we will run away. By this way, it is distracting. If you plan the work very effectively, you will be sit and you will be writing very effectively. So we can work on that distractions. See, when you are start writing the research article, first thing is very important is break down into the smaller pieces and make it into the systematic planning and do those things. Once some of the things is not working, the next one. Say for example, today you have planned the experiment, we don't unable to do it because of power fluctuation. So I want to read the literature on the XPS interpretation of this particular one, valence band analysis like that. That you can finish it now. And what are the equipment you use, so you can list it out and you can do it. So like that, you can do systematic way of doing the things. And the important thing what I want to say, yes, first you prepare the draft version. Final version what you are seeing the journal is different. they prepared several draft version, then only final version. You cannot prepare first time itself, best I have to write means you cannot write. You have to write important points and then you can make a draft version. It can be draft version 4 or 5 also, it is possible. But make it a draft and you can refine, rewrite, correct it. By that way you can get it. That gives you the confidence. And the figures when you are making also, it is very important. And many people ask that when you are writing the paper, do I need to first select the journal? No. First you should identify that why I am writing this paper, what is the importance of this work, prepare the draft version. After preparing the first draft, then you can plan for that journal and then you can fine tune it towards matching that journal. So what I am telling is in our people, what we do now, like our cinema, we give the very important or important result at the end or in the middle somewhere. The scientist says that you should give the most important results in the beginning and give the supporting things later one. We give many times important interesting result. For example, the material is charge carrier separation. I prepared a efficient material. I give started from XRD, DRS, UVs, XPS like that. What is important for me? I should give the first PL spectra to say that the prepared material is having better charge carrier efficiency like that. So by this way, you can give the better results so that the audience also can understand. Yes, it's the interesting result is that, then I can go through like that. So avoid too many say that Lee et al. Said, Kumar et al. Said, no need. You please say that what the information they want to convey, that you have to inform. And don't make it drag the things. If you have the less result, you please publish in a communication article or letters type of article. Don't drag too much and give the more important information so that people will focus. Because everybody like you or me or everybody in the world, they are running, they don't have the time to read. So you give all the best information with the short paper, you give the more elaborate information, it can be kept in the supplement information. Okay, so you have to make that work is very impressive. So each and a very simplest thing, last point what I want to say, from the beginning to end, a person should be like in some of the novel or some of the movies you are very interesting, like that it should be very interesting from the beginning. So to start writing your paper, first place is, most of the people say it's up to individual, starting from the experimental section because it's already done. And then experimental, that is a result and discussion section, then we go for introduction, lastly we have to write the conclusion, abstract, title is the last one. What you see in the title, paper is first title, then abstract. Of course, it is written the last one. So by understanding what you want to say like that. So writing a research article, it's a very happy journey actually. Many people you see that it's a punishment like that because we did not learn properly. You can practice properly, by that way you can do it. So many videos are available, even NPTEL course is available for the scientific communication like that. You can listen to that, you can get the certificate, you can learn much more informations. So by that way you can gain and you will get, I feel that a rebirth to write the research article like that. My students also get benefited by explaining these things. So I feel that many faculty members or the research scholar also get benefited by thinking how to think about writing the research article. That is very, very important. Okay, na? So with this I like to complete my lecture today. So you have enjoyed mostly. I understand many of you feeling hungry by this way also. But the writing the research article is very important. That is a two part of the same coin, and doing a lab experiment and writing a research article also, and then doing the research work. We have explained our photocatalysis for energy application, that is for hydrogen production we have explained. So all these it plays a very important role. Doing a research work and innovative way, many places we are doing in a like a lazy way. No, please do a systematic way. What you are doing, someone has to refer and they have to reproduce it. By that way, that will give you much more success in the international level as well. Okay. Once again, I thank the organizers for giving this opportunity. So, anything you want to discuss, I am ready.